Good morning. We are on day 98, June 24th, 2026, year 5991 a.m., fourth day of the week, Wednesday, eighth day, fourth month. Two are better than one. Wilderness has never meant to be walked alone. Daily devotion by Apostle Shane Vaughn. Ecclesiastes 4, 9 through 12. Two are better than one because they have good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up the fellow, but woe unto him that is alone when he falleth. And if one prevail against him, two withstand him, and the threefold cord is not quickly broken. And then we have Exodus 17:12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, and one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. The wilderness will isolate you if you let it. It is one of the oldest tactics. Egypt was crowded. Wilderness was sparse. Egypt was loud. Wilderness was silent. And in the silence and sparseness, the believer who is not careful will begin to drift away from the other believers and try to walk a wilderness alone. That drift is not strength, it is danger. And Solomon and Moses both knew it. Ecclesiastes 4 is one of the most quoted, least obeyed passages of wisdom literature. Two are better than one. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. The argument is practical, not sentimental. Two have a better reward for their labor. When one falls, the other lifts. When one is cold, the other warms. When one is attacked, the two withstand. Solomon is not saying friendship is nice. He's saying solitude is dangerous, especially in the wilderness. And the wise man arranges his life so that he's never the only set of hands holding his own weight. Exodus 17 gives the image, its most famous illustration. Moses on the hill with the rod of Yahweh in his hands while Joshua fought the Amalekites in the valley. As long as Moses' hands were up, Israel prevailed. But when he dropped, the Amalekites prevailed. And Moses' hands grew heavy because no one's hands would stay up forever, right? He needs Aaron on one side and Hur on the other, holding the arms of a man whose arms were holding the rod. The leader did not have the strength to be the leader alone. The victory requires two parts of hands working together. Notice what Aaron and Hur did not do. They did not preach a sermon. They did not perform a miracle. They did not even fight the battle. They held up a tired man's arms. That was their assignment. And on the small, impressive, supportive obedience, the entire outcome of the battle in the valley hinged. The history of Yahweh's people was written by the people on the hill holding the arms as much as the people in the valley swinging the swords. On the 8th day in the 4th month, deep enough into the wilderness for the loneliness to begin to bite, the question is simple. Who is your one side and who is your other side? Who knows your actual condition, your actual struggle, your actual rhythm, your actual prayer requests? If you're honest, answer is no one. You have a structural problem. The rest of the quarter will expose. Fix it this week. Find the Aaron, find the Hur. And while you are at it, ask whose arms you are appointed to hold up, because the threefold cord is not woven in solitude. It's woven in mutual covenant. Oh, I love that word, covenant. The wilderness is not to be walked alone. Egypt could be walked alone. Cities allow it. The wilderness does not. The believer who tries to collapse before a manna runs out. The believer whose covenant in pairs and threes will arrive at Sukkot together. Our reflection questions for today. First bullet, who specifically by name knows my actual condition in this week? Not the version I post, not the version that is real. Is that real? Second bullet, whose arms are holding up mine? And if I cannot answer that question, what does it tell about me? And the last bullet, what does my temperature or my history make me prone to walk wilderness alone? And how is the pattern serving me or costing me? And our prayer for today, Yahweh, El the threefold cord, Lord of whom we have made not to be alone. Oh, I confess the isolation I have practiced is called strength. The wilderness have permission to drift, and I have drifted. I have made my arms tired and refused to call for help. I have known whose arms were tired and refused to hold them. Forgive me. Weave me back into the cord. Set on Aaron and on my one side and her on the other side. Give me the courage to be known by them, not just admired by them, and appoint me to be Aaron and her for someone else, because two are better than one, and a threefold cord is what survives the wilderness. Quiet and temperament of me that would prefer to walk alone because I feel safer. Isn't that the truth? The wilderness exposes what preference is a danger as it is. Make me a covenant brother, covenant friend, covenant member of the body, not because it's easy, but because the road from here to Sukkot is too long for one set of hands. Amen and amen. In Yeshua's name, the one who sent his disciples out 2 by 2. Amen. Yahweh bless you today. I actually love this devotional. Day 98. The two are better than one. Yahweh bless.